While nearly 40% of American adults are struggling to afford basic necessities like food, housing, medical care, and utilities, the Trump administration has rolled out a taxpayer-funded relocation program granting white South African families refugee status and a full suite of support services in the United States. Under a controversial new executive order, 49 white Afrikaners, members of a historically privileged minority in South Africa, were flown from Johannesburg to Washington, D.C. They're the first group to be resettled under this program, which is expected to expand significantly. In stark contrast to the American families grappling with financial insecurity, these newcomers will receive free housing, furniture, groceries, clothing, diapers, and other essentials courtesy of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The administration justifies the decision by claiming the South African government is targeting white citizens through alleged racist land reform and affirmative action policies, claims that South African officials strongly deny, stating Afrikaners remain among the most economically advantaged in the country. The South African government has not blocked their departure, but firmly rejects the idea that they are facing persecution. The relocation comes at a time when the Trump administration has paused refugee admissions from war-torn countries such as Afghanistan, Iraq, and much of sub-Saharan Africa, places where people face genuine threats to their lives. Critics argue the decision to prioritize white South Africans over victims of conflict, famine, or persecution elsewhere is racially motivated and undermines the original purpose of the U.S. refugee program. Meanwhile, back home, American families are struggling. According to a recent Urban Institute study, 39.4% of adults reported being unable to afford at least one basic need in 2017. That includes food, healthcare, housing, or utilities. Food insecurity affected over 23% of households, and many skipped medical care or struggled with utility bills. Even families with middle-class incomes and full-time workers are not immune, with rising living costs and stagnant wages making it harder to stay afloat. The report shows that hardships are especially common among women, young adults, Black and Hispanic communities, and those with chronic health issues. Nearly 35% of people who reported one hardship also struggled with at least two more. And while economic indicators might suggest growth, millions of Americans remain on the edge of survival, many of them funding, through their taxes, the relocation and resettlement of individuals who were living privileged lives in another country. As critics continue to challenge the program in court and question the motives behind it, many are asking why struggling Americans are being asked to foot the bill for what the administration itself admits is a race-based relocation initiative.